Jennifer from my-colorado-kitchen.com. Today we are going to be making some homemade herb mayo. We are going to start by taking a glass jar or just your favorite container. We're going to add to it 1 cup of mayonnaise. So I really like to use this olive oil mayonnaise. If you have a homemade mayonnaise, please use that. It's obviously going to be even better. But for now, this is what I have, so this is what we're going to use. We're going to do 1 cup. If you guys like recipes that use real ingredients for everyday cooking, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. I post 2 new recipes each week. Once that mayonnaise is in our jar, we're gonna set it aside, and then we're going to dice up 1 small clove of garlic. Now garlic can have a lot of a bite, so we're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon of our salt. We're going to sprinkle it on top of our garlic there, and then we're going to make a paste out of that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your knife and you're just going to go back and forth, just trying to get that salt worked into that garlic. And we're going to make a garlic paste, and it will help take that bite out of that garlic. So it'll give us that garlic flavor, but it won't be so sharp on that garlic taste. I do like to use coarse kosher salt. That's the salt I use for cooking in general. I will link my favorite salt in the description below, but I think the coarse crystals are going to help get that garlic broken up faster than if you're just using regular table salt. And then not to mention, the salt is just better. It has the minerals in it and it's just real salt. So you'll just keep working that back and forth and you'll make a paste out of that garlic. This herb mayo can be used for some delicious sandwiches. I love to throw it on our BLT sandwiches. I love to just make it with even just like a turkey sandwich. It just elevates any sandwich, any place that you would use mayonnaise. It elevates it so much, and it just adds that such great flavor to your dish. And once you've got that into a nice paste, we're just gonna scrape that all together, just put it right on my knife. We're going to look a little bit like that. And then we're just gonna add that to my jar here. And then we'll add that other 1/4 teaspoon of salt to our jar. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of chives. So you can buy fresh chives and add them. Everything in this mayonnaise is going to be better fresh, but honestly, I don't always want to spend the money to buy a bunch of fresh herbs that I'm only using part of. So I really like to buy what I can. These freeze-dried chives are perfect for me. I can use them for different recipes and then they don't go bad. So it's just a better bang for my buck to buy these. And then they taste perfect in this mayonnaise as well. The one thing I usually do buy fresh is going to be parsley. We're going to do a tablespoon of parsley. You're just gonna wanna dice that up pretty thin. Then you'll add that tablespoon to the jar. Next, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of dill. This can be fresh or dried, whatever works best for you. Then we're gonna add a teaspoon of fresh basil or dried basil. I happen to just have a plant that I'm growing of fresh basil, so I'm just going to use that. I'll just dice that up, chop that up really thin. I tried to grow an herb garden this year and only a few plants survived. So basil was one of them. And so we're doing a lot of fresh basil around here. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I already have a bunch of lemons squeezed in this jar, so I'm just going to do 2 teaspoons. Next, we'll add a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then lastly, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Then I'm just gonna grab a spoon and I'm going to mix this all together. And there we are, some homemade herb mayo. I would let this sit in the fridge for at least 30 minutes, if not a couple hours before you use it, but you could use it right away. It's just the flavors are gonna meld so much better if you let it sit, and then you can use it on your favorite sandwiches. Whatever you guys wanted to use mayonnaise for, you could just substitute this herb mayonnaise and take your dishes up a notch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you made this herb mayonnaise and what you used it on. If you like this recipe, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then give this video a thumbs up, and then make sure you hit that bell so you never miss a new recipe. For the full principal recipe details, they're on my website at my-colorado-kitchen.com, and I'll link them in the description below. From my kitchen to yours, happy cooking!